we akosoro bese mienu na yebehwe de ntia ama abasa
NDC amanyoko se MPP 40 oman na konwa sonso omo nwen Ghana fo ho omo de adwendwen ni atete na ato omanfo so na mo nhyehyɛ boni aban we ayenti
ene Valentine's Day no obakuma se a eniama amanfo to pa no hampese a enhwire nnom ne chocolate ni niama niama bi hyehye mu ma ne no manfo edi ho nkomo pa
ensem bebre kan we nom ho na yabo ano a yede besom mo nkrofa man so nsem ka ho ebi yede aseda be ma bohye electrical sa wafa nkanea ene ehom prempran papa de aba oman yi mu ya densifo ne ye efiura nom nyina etobi unya meje wo de eto na mombra wo ba bohye plaza ye wo edum ha sei ya de uhie bia no onsa beka enuanom ye no ahia nwumre ebesom mo ni din de Akua Asiedua mene
oduefo nana sabere pinaman nana penkrahene chia me abusafo ensam no eniem ene ebo eje ebo wonya babedu efri be afekura ani ena wode abo nana adodanko akufu adoso Ghana mampene so se wo se wo yensakraye ewo nasoafo no mum enura ba nyina na huhu ne nam krom se ne de kwambia so nsakraye na beba so ampa abaso se de mate no no ebi no mo no ma ba bia no mo no ye yum firi ho no ye nya hu ba bia do mo ko ebi won so a ye yom free baabi omo no ye do makwa akwhye baabi owura ken oforata oman so ofo a ohwesika asem so no ye yi na free ho baabi port ode na kode ye nyanya nhuni enna do ohwe akwa ne akwantempo ho nsem so owura kwase amu akwata sa owura kwakwa agema manu apomdin so afo ono so sa enna regional ministers mienu so ka ho na busafo enkomodi ahyase ekoso ama ene owie ye no ye ne bole bamboy mrahye badwani honorable Yusuf Sulemana edi ho nkomo no kire se where na nado ye krokro de John what the paper na niwo ne fede keke aye too late.
Why is he changing them? We have told him several times that when people go wrong, you punish them. And if you can't punish them, at least sack them. We were on him insisting that he should change the finance minister. He refused. Now he has realized that the man has messed up the economy. Everything is broken down and he's doing this kind of face washing. Individually, some of the people that he has appointed are good people, but it's too late. They have less than a year. Let's even say that we are able to fast track their approvals. They're going to start in somewhere March, thereabouts. And so you have about 9 or less than 9 months as a minister or as a deputy minister. What can you do before you even settle down? They're already gone. So for me, what the president has done is a waste of our time. He has just wasted our time and he has wasted the finances of this country.
Honorable Yusuf Sulemana enono oye MP Bole Bamboy nenu echi no ye ne mrahye badwani a wono so dwabo so Honorable Kwabena Minta Akando edi ho nkomo ne dia wo kan ne se we de se enya yibia akwa se wahuri na wankosoro anase watobo na de abo wo so na taase wo no eye kwa bia na nado efa so ama ebinum enyuma ye na ntesa dia aka we ye konte bebi.
The horses have already voted and it's clearly, if you look at the reshuffle they have done, it's not about the good people of this country. It's about elections. If you could see through it carefully, you realize that those who have lost elections will get away, give way to those who have won primaries to go and contest the elections just to enhance their chances in their constituencies. It's not really about the people of this country. How many months left to go? It's about 9 months. What are they coming to do? Absolutely nothing. If indeed he wanted to sack Ajimamanu, you should have done it during Sputnik investigation. He went to Ajimamanu's region and he was making mockery of the committee. So it's not about the good of the country. It's clearly about electoral fortunes. Clearly, name them. Who in that list is not strategically positioned for, enhancing his or her electoral fortunes. So for me, the horses have already voted and I'm not going to say anything much. Take it from me.
Honorable Kwabena Minta Akando enono oye MP Dwaboso enono. Nanu echi no Tamale Central MP Honorable Ibrahim Mutala Muhammad enso kasafa ho. Ne dia wo kan ne se wo hwe de nanado ayeya wono de wo mo so hunu hwe saa o. Wo mo ba no e wo mo se wo mo ya nimdefo de na enso so wo hawo nanado ne nimpenefo de awura mu no wo mo bai. And there was
a heavy rainfall, and after your room is flooded with water, it then dawn on you to close the door. It is much ado about nothing. As a matter of fact, some of them would need about 2 months. I don't think that the vetting can just happen suddenly. We would need not less than 1 month for the vetting processes to be done, even if you want to expedite action on the vet. So it means that some of them would have taken office sometime March or May, for example. And they need a lot of time to adjust themselves to appreciate the work they are doing. If you take my brother, Dr. Amin Anta, at least he has been a Minister of State at the Minister of Finance. So he understands some of the issues there, and I don't think that he will need so much work to adjust. But I am getting the information that the Minister for Finance will be appointed as a senior, advisor for the economy. Senior economic advisor who will be seated at the presidency. So what it simply means is that Honorable Adam Mohammed means Ante's hands are going to be tied because he'll be reporting to the senior advisor. If it is true, then this is just a charade of an appointment. Clearly, they do not want to leave power. They still want to hold on.
Enti Tamale Central MP Honorable Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed enono nenwachino ene bowura edom dodo na femo na Honorable Frank Ano Dompre Majority Chief Whip ono so kire say there na nadwa ina no ano no ne bremu ano de abai na wonu tumi so woye ene waye enti no waye so a ede mfaso bebre oman no.
The president has the power to reshuffle. And he will reshuffle at a time he deemed appropriate. Well, you can debate and say that, well, it's not early enough, it's too late in the day. But that power is in the bosom of the president. And the president has duly exercised it. So I think we shouldn't take things out of context. Of course, as a party and as a government, we also have our strategies. So it will not take the minority to tell the president what should do, reshuffle. So that one, I think, is a non-starter for them to raise issues that the reshuffle or too late. It's the most inappropriate. Secondly, I think that what the minority should be doing, you are supposed to be a credible alternative. Your flag bearer was elected months before Dr. Bawumia was elected as the flag bearer of the Patriotic Party. Dr. Bawumia has put together a credible alternative, if you like, policies that in the mandate he will implement. This is what they should be telling the flag bearer. They shouldn't be concerned about reshuffle. In any case, if it is late and it's inappropriate, we are in a competition. And if it plays to your advantage, why would you want to even talk about it? Let it be so that it goes in your favor.
Honorable Frank Ano Dompre ena wakasei.
Abusuafo yeto ansam no so ansam kroya ena ora Emmanuel Amakofibua yo deputy minority leader e Ghana Maame Nyarko ono kroya ne Nyarko ni welembele papa ya sama wo ka kirem kire se mampani reshuffle a ya so mfie nsu ni afi okoye reshuffle ade kro no a otu ade benkum no de akosi nifa na otu nifa de akosi benkum wo se 19 ministers yo mo deputies no yi o mafirim wasa kofa 19 na de abehemu enti na akoye se ne de Ghana fo ka se ministers do so enti wonte so no President Akufo Adontewe ora Emmanuel Amakofibua kasa ekirem se Mr Speaker ene woni e wo Nyarko fie no omo de omo nsa be hyekrata ase na sansa kraye ya nanka Ghana fo hwehwe no yensa anka ne sa.
It is obvious that the president refused until the boat capsized. Mr. Speaker, it is clear that this has come a little too late, and to say that for 10 months left, these new ministers might not even have the opportunity to settle down and make any impact. So, Mr. Speaker, all I have to say is that these changes is simply dead on arrival. I thank you.
We ora Emmanuel Amakofibua ya hoye Nyarko mu edom kuma no ba no dani abedi akire wode nsemi to dwabra Mr Speaker eka so manya krata afi mampani atena yemu se we ministers foforo nti appointments committee no nye won ho ahosiesie na enche ombefi ase aye vetting na no na yera Amakofibua akire se ade ne ye dead on arrival ono de ohunu ade nwanwa bi aye wo ho president yes ministers 88 sesen ne do so te so na reshuffle limfie nsu ni na Ghana fo aka ho asem wo be bia na wasan to domna de odi omo koye no the same number na asan de abenti ade bia anya nwanwa wo ho ye kwa homa so na ye ni madam Ellen Daku ya hoye MPP mpadinfo ne baako atwetwe nkomo say de ni nua be ma Amakofibua ye kan sa na Ghana fo hu no ana president na nanim de woye until Ellen Promise TV any radio so ni kuma se ne wo ma joy. Hello.
Hello.
Auntie Ellen, kuma senior wo Promise TV ni radio so ni yɛda asese wagye yɛ so sɛ ɔne yɛbɛkasa reshuffle asɛm a na Ghanafoɔ hwehwɛ no ɛne deɛ yɛsɛ abrɛwa bɛkɔ nsuo no nso ne ntam wayɛ ama president de aba na ɛno n'akyi no NDC foɔ ebi ka ebi yɛ owura ama Kofi Bo a ɔkyerɛ sɛ adeɛ wei na yɛ dead on arrival bibi nwanwa ebi anim obi ka ne sɛ yi a woyɛ MPP ni wobɛgye ne sɛn
Pacho mame mawa we kwai ajo me ma wati fu nyina no wa hefu nyina so so
bi atonka
na menchia Ghana fu nyina so so a omo mu fie mu amana nyina so so mechia omo nyina me Pacho wo say NDC for say enyo moden
for say president reshuffle na ye dead on arrival bibia ni hɔ a enwanwa wom ministers ne deputies 19 ena waje adwuma from nsɛm the same number na abɛhyɛm nti ministers na yɛsɛ ɛdɔɔso no president nti Ghana fo su
enti dead on arrival a ɔmo bɔ ho komo sa ede
sɛ ne ɔmo man ni mu bi nti ɔmo ka bi
ade awudie sɛ ehu hia sɛ ɔbɛbɔ ho komo ana oni obi go competition oni obi ko contest why get big wa dream no je say ehu hia dead on arrival it is asem no bo ho komo sa ye de ya de hawa wo ho komo
me ji say ha omo in the sense say you na Ghana taxpayers money
enya ha kwa na ha omo wo
taxpayers money wonyi ni say aban ni tie asem no anka betimi aye ayi plus ama MPP no
aban tie NDC for
enye NDC for ye Ghana for antele
NDC for asem na obusa me ni MPP ni ina wabusa me say almost say ye ministers na reshuffle na ya no dead on arrival ina ndi so me busa so busa almost say ade ye dead on arrival obo ho komo sa ye kan na me betro ni entie obo komo mu nyomani no mo nkopra nkete wasem nka last week ina ye raba omia eba be catch Ghana for ni nyame ma me nkwa nyame ma na ye na dom na Ghana for to aba ma na ni opese odi Ghana efiri ni be bi obi ye nkukudu ye buso bosa nkomo na ne ye wura na nado dankwa akufado aye na din se ni ministers no so obesem kira se MPP ye ni abrese ye debreki ye se ye niema ye bi ye niema etuye se nyame aye ya dom ye wura na nado dankwa akufado wa wie na djuma. It's Woyene handing over notes. The next president of Ghana, Yewura Bawumia, yes, Senyema, Wababe, ye president. It's MPP for there. Minyabema, Yeniabre, papa. Yes, the next announcement, the next vice president of Ghana, Yewura Bawumia running it. I no me, the Sususe, Ebefi Ashanti region. And the Sususe, Ebeye Kumasi MP Snebako. And she announced so by no so bad, but she had Daisy past 3. And the NDC 40 were your Daisy last week, and now your Daisy you buy a running mate to see a did Daisy. And so now, how I disoriented, because I had disoriented that it all after they are walk a corner, be a forward, you Sunaka, who's a pack you, so we had to almost correct right, and you been out to one Yatasi. Now, yes, sir, and Kawabia government, I would say a more number. Waka reshuffle of the ministers. Uber was saying.
Mobemuno bana mobemu ne yese Ghana taxpayers money ene ye de betu omoka nti Ghana ni bia e kire na dwen wo ho a meji de say nipa no ye right
Ghana ni bia ti mi kire na dwen except NDC for
omo so ye Ghana for
NDC for ye opponent
omo ye Ghana for antele
NDC for opponent David omo nye omo ho omo flag bearer na omo yi no bosome nkron enie e kwa afi omo flag bearer ni ntiri meka nkire ya de ba ko oba obeye. Last one I make so can not see about local or the local players in there by the if anything Ghana Football Association say Black Stars or the local players or no say we see from president of Ghana or by the GFA coach. Often a great policy mrano or by catch them in nemu in a next ya bear for niema bibia will be reasino or by a man who could want it and get it one man who could get it one must crowd to feed and cooking a two cosia waton cosiano or uton cosiano to need be young cocono no waton young cocoa no waton and only a great policy or deba and no let's say here in this for in cocoa want it and getting common and next so your poultry crop, you want digitalized poultry. Your poultry in such a way, say, your yannick cracka, your yannick Kaseɛ, yes, in your export, or no, the Google Bon to think it's an ever. And here, as I say, here this before, no one people for near Dana Farmer, your Monday to say, Yamebua, 7 December 2024, na some Monday, no, on back, Ghana for back 2 years swabber. Na me catch them on. Last week, ya daisy of all. Ya catch will be a daisy only will be ya. The na you ye be an so when you so that will be your Yanubina.
That's when you so will be saying.
This is what the woman unchained. So Ghana need for Flobia onion this maybe. I can't send enough to see a church somewhere. And be I'll gladly do it. Then this for.
Elena, apart from NDC for no, wa woni na mu ya wodi di nkomo e bia wotete nkomo fifiri nkrofo hoyi minister said dodo a ho asem eye ade ehia Ghana for pa president ete dodo ne so a nka ye o
mpacho ministers dodo a dey
Miss Ministers 88 or 86 no Ghana for e ka se edoso se so te ya nti sanka ye
Ghana for ye wa chance nyame boa 7 December e we yanim you run another Nyarko Akua no ma yehu so ono de na ban ni say no person ye no Ghana ni bia oni MPP ni you run another Nyarko Akua enya agin no na me boa 7 December or chance so obesesa no se si aye ka say you run nanado o wie ne ten it the decisions bia obecheki bia no so wo be ka kire ne say on so send nipa no kwa oni omu ye adwuma on so send numbers a ba o wie na adwuma o. And then, Senyanado send the minister so, or Tiswaba 50 years. A Jumana or on the air, and a day and a day. I can't just 9 months. We are for elections. And to say the minister's number, Upusamia, the catch of say at this particular point, on one number here, and say, or didn't paba. I Jumana Kano, or no term, no almost baby, near moving on to a new dispensation. And before they are ready, who put here about me. Also, not the minister 50 in the Bayajma. And then you're moving on. Oh, you're saying you run another or Yenajma. And to any ministers, no more numbers. Oh, you're ministers. Oh, we have full fried bear and not so far. And your mom, your deputy ministers, in a way you be are your substantive ministers. Ministers in the phone, baby, or how I cow. And to another group, we are on your Muyajma. The next MPP government, I hear Dr. Baumia no, or the minister 50 in a bad yejma.
Okay.
And I say, I drink, Nanya or Nunyamia Naduma or Yenejma.
Okay. Until I ever was a papa.
I'm now minister to Nanya 80 something. I'm also number 80 where Papa, I'll make a sound or catch us or the sister. If you say about me, I saw the 50 ministers. That I know also saw the sister ministers. Sad debates, no, and I see having to say. And then you nebre, Yamia Naduma or Yenejma.
Okay. You better was a papa power da Jena yet Westy. Madame Elenda Ku, MPP, Ekuba Mapa, a few chairman of National Women Organizer, Nanso so or Koyano, a Kono Anye, now we didn't into my power party anymore, Nasum and what they are to Jan. Cora? Was he a stranger? I'm not the young Quacha near Shadi, if you had a fear batun.
Yeda so Nanado Nyarko Akua don sakraya waye e wona so afo no mu no na said MPP for ka omode na NDC for ka omode no ene yetisi mountain so ne omanfo edi nkomo bisa wo se so sa sakraye mugitum ebisi wo aka echi dodo ebisi wo ne bremu ani ebisi wo emfa nsan bia ma yentie do mo kan
waya de no se sa mre akraka no omo ba no mutima ye ama enoma sesa ama Ghana ye hu difference e kakra wo mu ntimu se ebeboa pa because so see no ye te beboa ma Ghana em se no mabua na se ye hu ye no ebe taba for my no my I stable
sa se wa trend da nya fi obekora obe sai no amwa we kan kura nti wa se ebeboa no ade onu se mo sa California mafo kan ono abifo kura kan se o nyini firi na amwa watra o mana sia wie afero mi firi sister amwa
yemfa ne sa because at least kama mekan say dey kan no watie no fa baby kakra dey but me hu ne say nyesa na o man no anase mododo na nipa no ye hwehwe
tema me president ko ye no wanye wa mata no acha dodo ans no be si aka be fa ne say be aka be 10 months be na election time aso tema ye pene be 2 years time na say ko arrest staff no wan ye we delay say why pa de me de award de me ne nya adwen pa
is a ball cry em fire 11 players na ebo omo doso ebi bre no ne de bi be ka ho enti waya de enye se wache onche no hwe omo watumi abadwuma no a na ese waya sam nti de oyen de ye dana se pa changes do be up changes enche sa maame ne se ache be de bo enche anado de oyen e yani so
oh de ahwe ne de no an waya no free say amanfo kan ya say won sesa enipa ni bi afie na wanya ambra wono an nim de eye na watena se hu se de yesesa be boa na wasesa enti de yesesa na wasesa ne de me manage ho pa
so waya ne de man de ho so ni se ni nua no se wo fa se ni nua no ne mi enu nyina nko na ba wo mi amla ma wo mi am take over se de ma be take over ma atamen so no so ne nko won kwa se is it that they can and any that's one yet? Why not just on the pen where you be shelling? To yes, so the penny into yes, yeah, tintin to answer uncle no me and now among father. They say, I have a shop for and found. If he says, after my Yakran, you're quite a wish of winning in our year, sent them Panocran will tear amount for anyway ye finance minister and if you want no man. And Kaya cranky, Akuma to a young and Kawanya being cranky. Why man that's now or the Avena warrior, one and quite. Why any dear no quite swan? Why are dear? Because any parkrens say, obey to my assent to it my idea, why are dear? Why any miss Wadi? Tien fine pie one tertiary. Let the also warrior cahono. Won't mean ye, maybe beer and quartot in my yen. Nay intimate shayamba, and in the here ye. See than I say. Yo. Yansu ya demo asesamoni ya kasa ya busafo womo kire womo adwene ene da ifa na nado resafo ya oyeye no ehon sambi eno no ye to ansam ne so a ye ko Western North Mantamu bibia ni anwea so be kwai forestry division penye oda no yowura kobna beidin ene wodi nsem bia to dwa se wo mo akoy operation wo wura mu oba bia ma wakwachi nipa bi etekwaye ni mu a wo mo eye illegal mining nipa miensa wasa ankwa so na fe wasa dwabo nipa yi watuma abomoden a wahye excavator be mako 9 baako ankwa so na miensa ewo dwabo nipa miensa nyina wache wo mo de wo mama sehwe be kwaya prosifo ya oguso ye nsem ni mu ahwehwemu owura kobna beidin edi to dwa chem kire se omanfo na ewo kuro ni mu ye wadwe so obetu agu nipa ne so na so ogya wo ma wo anke bi wo bro wo kun wo ma etutuo ne nyoma nyina kora eba mu ye ne twetwe nkomo ni nsem kan ye bi
your cooperation na wo dwabo ene ankwaso na what happened was ankwaso itimeshi excavator ba ko ho ene eto aso ko dwabo seems there she 3 excavators and 3 power plants and echi emrantie miensa dwabo you hand you move over to Bekwai police command almost investigations now ya prosecute suspects. What happened at Dwabo was that emrantie in realm no you call excavators it was almost 8 or 10 and now itimeshi miensa then all of a sudden now at say information center be announcements the forest for na baho mo fa tumra. So then I told my boys say young withdraw because you pay confrontation bia and you retrieve we. You realize there were roadblocks, taxi and in my boys had to fire warning shots to ward off crowd on Nyarko MP. Inti minia men pese me comment be on it because warning shot didn't proud be. So and I strongly suspect say a diversionary tactic say in some money e ko su kru no and amount for pese omo divert attention from the actual issues. Normally these issues no and distort whatever is happening.
Na owura kwabna beidin ya kasa no to aso se wono no adwuma no wo ye aban na abone pa so wonya adwuma enti ahunahuna ne metwinto di aba so mebo odua na asa illegal miners no eye no ono nya hokora no hwe
oh me nua da bi imu yabam isan se adwuma ye ya itu e ka ho no na imu ahwe yi na wom mekoso asre dwabo man ene communities around dwabo isan se kwaya faso say quiet no anoiding when you matna borga 7 years na okọ borga samri if February March April e we e bono menya sure say be pese say we na be bo ase intimeto to asre ahemfo ene opinion obi o matter of this issue be me nim rant and nkasa isan say say na e ko ne dia I'm sorry say enche isiri meba baby ni we fit arrest arrest rant miensa ya hand you mu na over to Akua police commander almost your investigations na process you to court.
we eye owura kwabna beidin ya wono ne forestry commission panyin ewo Western North Mpotemu
abusafo be kan ya eye 27th January ebra MPP amenyeko no to omaba ayi wo mu a ebe pra komra se bedwefie ewa abato mpeso ahodo so no asante mampomfo de wo man to bi ne nyina se na ewo court na de nam so a court nsem ba ye ne se ebra wo moto police station any coordinators aba no eho ko ba nsem kakra ama nipa aduasa num bi omunya party members e de court no mo court no ko wi asende court kan ne se wo monko na wo monko ye nseye ento police station aba no any coordinators de ni nyina ogusu ya wo ye wie ye na no ya wo beto wo mo aba wo beyi wo mo eye wo be gira wo manima ko mrese bedwefie no enna wo sa tabri enipa me asem tabri asem no se da bi de court aka no nya de se wo betimi agetum kro ma asem no so wo bagu e de court biem na ekodru high court no se wo ntimi ento wo mo parliamentary primaries no de no na wo se court etena so enne na court of appeal etena se no eye Justice Georgina Mensah ene mienu eka homom ye baasa ehwehwem anu wo che so da bi asem no wo mabagu mampomfo nkoto to omne ma na wo monto wo so parliamentary primaries no enyi do begina wo manemu aprako mra sebegefie na lawyer Francis Opuni Kessing ena ono ena na ekasade ma wo mo a na yede sobo no ebo wo mo no che se ekomo da ho wo mokoto to omne ma no mato ma ba
the application is dismissed. That application is no more. And as it stands, the party can go ahead and conduct the parliamentary elections. Yeah, so it means that we are well organized to go into 2024 elections. And so there's nothing in the way of the party. And I think that all the constituencies have gone ahead to conduct the primaries. And I was left with this, the Mampong constituency, which the Court of Appeal has made a determination today that based on the balance of hardship, no hardship will occasion the party if the application were to be granted. On that basis, the court proceeded to dismiss the application. Yeah, we will say that yes, the applicants had their right to come to court, which they also chose that option. But at the end of the day, the court also has taken a decision. And so I think we should be looking at moving forward. Now it's better late than never, even though the party is behind time. I think it can still organize its base and go ahead with the elections. That is how come the court says that this is a party matter and that in that regard, the court will not even award any cost. So you realize that the court says there will not be any order as to cost, which we are all pleased. Because it's not about the cost, but it's about doing justice, which has been done.
Lawyer Francis Opuni Kessing ena akasai na womo a omde asem no koye no womo so lawyer eye Emmanuel osai ebu bonsra so kire se nani nsha da nyi bebre efa court anamo a womatu no ho.
I am not satisfied. Just that I can only respect the decision of the court and then advise my client on what to do next. This is not the end. We have other options to explore. So we will decide. No, after the court appeal, you can go to the Supreme Court. And we are the Supreme Court, you can even go for review. And so we have not exhausted the legal channel. No. We have never wished that I am not satisfied. Just that I can only respect the decision of the court and then advise my client on what to do next. This is not the end. We have other options to explore. So we will decide. No, after the court appeal, you can go to the Supreme Court. And we are the Supreme Court, you can even go for review. And so we have not exhausted the legal channel. No. We have never wished that the elections are not held. No, that has never been our wish. What we are saying is that if the election is going to be held, it should be held in accordance with the rules and regulations as well as the constitution of the party. Nobody has said that the parliamentary permission, but we are saying that there's a case before the court of appeal. We are of the view that our case has a greater chance of success. And so before the premises are held, please let us go to the court of appeal for the court to determine. We are saying that we are disenfranchised. We are denied the opportunity to contest. We are denied the opportunity to vote. And so please grant us the opportunity. It's as simple as that. See, it's as simple as that. That's the interest of our client. The interest of our client is not to, as it were, stop whatever. No. But our interest is that the right thing must be done. What is the right thing that, you see, we know MPP to be a party that opposed democracy, oppose the tenets of rule of law. If it did, it oppose the tenets of rule of law. Okay, let's do things according to the rule of law.
And the for the Amuti ye Emmanuel Sefa Nene and Moti and Unti Yankona Yankotie Emmanuel ɔsɛe ebubon sra no so ya wo mo a de asɛm no court no na ye wo mo lawyer no ye tie de wono so kan ya no kwasɛm wono so se na ni nye se de court si gyina ye no.
I am not satisfied. Just that I can only respect the decision of the court and then advise my client on what to do next. This is not the end. We have other options to explore. So we will decide. No, after the court appeal, can go to the Supreme Court. And we are the Supreme Court, can even go for review. And so we have not exhausted the legal
As I'm standing here, I'm a little bit down because I at least expected that the court would throw the matter just like that. But as our lawyer rightly said, we have to respect the court. And since day one, we have respected the court and we want to follow the due process until our claims or until our grievances are being heard. Honestly, we are people who are law-abiding and we don't want to take the laws into our own hands and do whatever will mar the whole or the beauty of the political, terrain at a certain point. But as you rightly ask me, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Why should I be happy? Because I at least expected it. But the matter, the issue on the ground, it is not something they should, be looking at it just like that. Because when you come to Asante Mampong, the situation over there is very, very sad. Because a good many other people has been disenfranchised. And those people we are talking about, honestly, on the face of the rate is 35. But for the time's sake, the people are more than 35. So when they are talking or when they are making references, they talk about 35. But they are not 35, they are more than 35. If my memory will serve me right, those incumbent, they have, forcibly taken away from the album, the old album, are 343. And those who were also seeking to be elected are more than 800. And they did not get opportunity to contest, even let alone to win and come into the album. So the issue at Asante Mampong, people are just looking at it on a very lighter note.
Yo, and you know, lawyer Emmanuel Aje Sefa na wacheche mono. Ono so nani nye na enso so omajetum.
Yet one some Sonia Commercial Bedrefie na 14th February. Na ebribi atwom na ka Valentine adaje ni poso. Na so mampani dada Akufo ba ye no e no besesam ye ne National Chocolate Day. Ma sabre Tourism Minister Raje Kobeche Bilamte esesam mu an neduru wa chocolate no ye de bi chiche yadofo. Na ene Valentine's Day ana Chocolate Day enkomodie akoso man ni mrahye bedwafie menam so Mr. Speaker Alban Bagman akan semi kire se ora tetekwashi ya okofa kokoo free Fernando po ode eba oman yi mu no waya ade papa enyo no a nkane chocolate ni kokoo yi nka ho asem ke bi kura Ghana kra etese aman bi aka wo kra bie ade free so na bi mo keka kura se wo ye Kristo ni so odi kokoo san se tetekwashi wo wiai udi ana se wedi akoro no de in the name na na preach sa enso no de bi ana na dwen na no wo ka ene National Chocolate Day mpanimfo abotetekwahye abaso ama Ghana fo nyina nso afinhyiapa esansa afiafi na esi se wunya nto obi mfa nche wodofo bi a kope bi koche no.
I just heard some of you mention that cocoa has been the backbone of the economy of Ghana. I think that mantra must change. The backbone of the economy of Ghana is tetekwashi. It's not cocoa. How have we treated tetekwashi up to date? The circle, that rundown hospital, as of today, there is no university named after tetekwashi. And I can tell you that without tetekwashi, it would have been difficult for us to even gain our independence. Nothing is said about that. It's through the proceeds from cocoa that many of the deputations, they used to call it deputations, now we call it delegations, were able to foot the bills from the Gold Coast to the United Kingdom to put across our case. Tetekwashi. I do not have no view have ever visited his farm. The cocoa farm that Tetekwashi has established. It's still there. I've been there. Let's honor Tetekwashi. Let's celebrate Tetekwashi. Please, let's respect and do something in that name. That is where you can inspire and motivate more Ghanaians to work hard. That recognition is lacking in Ghana. And we all know that the most potent factor of production is labor. It's a human resource. Ghana here, in terms of knowledge, we abound, men and women. In terms of skills, we have more than enough. But attitude.
Na Mr. Speaker no see ye pen na NDC MP Owa Central Rashid Hassan Pelpo ono so de na no to mu bi se koko yentimi ntutu koko ase kra esan se ka ho na ama Ghana gidin e wo wiase ama nyina so nti ye koko industry ne de wo se me eni koso
level operators in the cocoa industry from destroying the system, and we should make sure the Ministry of Finance, which has a direct responsibility, should wake up and take an action. But Mr. Speaker, I think that Parliament should take a decision here that on this day, on Valentine's Day, after observing the failed cocoa industry over the years, our expression is that we must be mindful about what we do about our cocoa production, and that we are worried about the situation, and that something must be done immediately and forthright, so that we can't just talk here and that is it all. There must be some action taken, and we want to contribute as Parliament to the situation and call on all authorities, all significant individuals who are concerned in cocoa production, cocoa sales, cocoa export, to do the right thing by being decisive on the need to increase production and not to blame it on disease.
We AIDC Parliament day, National Chocolate Day.
Na ena National Chocolate Day no Valentine's Day said the munim no ebasia amanfo to niema papa ne woniema nkasa wo heda to ene yenua ba Prisla eko dwam ene omanfo kodi nkoma na niema hu se ye to no ebi hampa yi ya ba hu se teddy bears won bi chocolate won bi ema night wear nom ene ahwene a chese niema soto na amanfo toto edi prisi ene wo mu a etonto niema dwade fo de nkomo bi se o se de ne adwade siti
nyame adom menka say nyame ya no aye.
Okay, so yeah, they compared last year market
ni na adekoro ya.
Okay, so can you give us the prices?
200, 100, 180, 60 cedis, 30 cedis.
And now we back so
20 cedis.
20 cedis. And I send
10 cedis.
Sweethearts. Yeah, bisa ene Valentine's Day. Ade a obeto either say auto chocolate, auto beets, auto and then ade kwache. What dey kwache wine?
Maybe chocolate.
Okay, so you are here for what?
For chocolate.
Okay. If you buy and we have one now, betimi afford.
Betimi afford. Okay. Affordable. But so we are quite enyefe. At least I think it's so because say we dey show appreciation.
Okay. Into also to akoma no we need that baby so am.
Oh, okay. My name is Baby so there, but I know some of the corners so or baby properly or the moment.
Thank you. There are different things, nightwear and beats. Osha and who done it the same man a better and a man a better.
Oh, and the man. So ban a badia on your Nema Honeyama. Okay, to be a watch and then box. Okay, and then box and then singlet. My man dear, almost the so much so no matter.
It's a very beautiful maybe. I am not one other duty Vazi and into
Vazi
and it's in this one they boy different.
They were 2 for 50 cities. And I'm 2 for 100, 3 for 100, and 2 for 25.
Into 920.
920 also 1.5 for the 100 cities.
And then who got to say?
Oh, yeah, the flat
teddy bear.
Yeah, I hamper into no.
Now, Moya hamper na man at the time and them and Tiasi.
And no, dear, a cop, Dodona, yeah, man.
It's so a hamper now, beats me in our room. Nightwear wood, Osha, a bonnet.
Oh, yeah, what the other 600, 500, 400. low price cry around.
Okay. This year to last year, Osha, and they vast day, let's say.
The water, the copper.
Sign up, vast day, marketing, a holder.
Oh, marketing, and shed and giddy sa. I am a comaco. I'm not there. Look at it, Janoko. And then I can say, I didn't. I teddy bear, hampers, and chocolate in the offer.
What on it?
Chocolate.
Osha packing it, and I we back to fries.
Packing the moment they do 1 inch. Okay. Maybe about 10 cities. Okay. I need a medium, no. Large and so, may they do 1 day. You back 20 cities.
And there was a bubble chocolate to use.
Bubble, no say 60 cities. Pebbles. Okay. I need 60 cities. Okay.
It's in a man,
both. This side will be a yo yenim de ne ukoye utoye de na se de omanfo akire omadwene ne motoye ne de ntia omatoto saa ne ma no eno no prisi ena ekofa baaye ye kwa homa no so na ye ne eye Reverend Gaius Tachi akodi nkomo Kumase the assistant youth organizer o Methodist asoremo nyamini pa otimenka memwadwo anwumre de ba Promise TV ene radio so.
Hello.
Nyanipa emwaju bro.
Mejo so.
Yeda se waji yen so. Wadaruma ye pese ubi ani so kakra che Valentine's Day ya je to ye ni so da bia se ye di ho nkomo yi. E de pa na asofo ya na ka mo hwese ye beye. Ne no na ye no ana.
Yo, enumere yeda mo se. Asa so amamo Ado, Mamunyina happy birthday. Mamefa kwenye speechia mwetie kunyina animal shefo feso Methodist. Mebuna wo Kumase daws ekimunyina. Ade bakwa yehwehwe ewo birthday birthday say mu. Eye nyina nim se brewi another way eye adofoda. Nenti yahwehwese odo ebededi ewo yadi yenyine mu na yama odo edi kan ewo yene yafefu mu ene nipe biara omo benye ye ka adofo a enye obi a study oyo boyfriend or girlfriend on kwa nimum odo obi a wodono na obi po a woni wo adwuma mu na woda obedi e dey atere se ni pakro no na o mani pano I feel love, so you expressing love and then making the person who expressing love towards him so or feeling that obi gene obi don obi wo chema at the man. And it is a deep ability to say, I do very free out of one Pacopa and then say, Yabama or do it be kind away. I did.
Na, dear, who can some of the May and the Elco so ye, Sana Econo.
Me a camera say, and then you have to fun of crowd. And then no dear, ya could do a year. Dobia, as I said, me be free no. Semi dobia, as I said, or also that or donate at the chairman. Mammy, me or donald some password. The Odobia, ye then it be mediano a year or bar strength a target to it. Me de mau, I'm a majibi. And not dear. Ya dane no pra akwa koye dwamambo akwa koye obrafunu na say abebu atwemu na egu bazia sabi condom nyina tumi so dwaman ni obrafunu na ebi banu monsa ebi babro ebi bayo mo abrabo bata but tanya yesise di yesise vavin enya no hobra ana ye bono enye ana mon kra na ye ya dane no
ya dane no nyame nipa ne why youth organizer yi na mabunu so kra ne enim se base a wo mo ye niema basa a wo kan efutuo be na ode mo se ekobo no nso ndie enche ba bia ye sa ne mani bia be hase ayema ede ne ye ka kire wo mo
kaka meka ene se so obi so odowa ejina nyama ni nsaso oyonkodo Philau, they are Greek for kind of Philau. Yes, and so agape love, the sacrificial love, and yes, and so eros. Now, point at name, you do the eros at Tenkado. Your ma at Tenkani be and kind. And it is a no obi person or Danny do editora. We are Bebunama winning the whole who or don't cry. They are a person or Danny be a trail. A year. Agape dear, Uniado, and now I think we are obeying through. So bad or do back tennis court so, and now for the more tennis court, and all you through her. Say, yes, one may dear, say, errors, and I say, I can't move your mouth, dear, and your phone could be baby. Onya, we are not, I didn't, tickle.
Oh, and I feel so atekono. Ye di nkomo no kura wiane sa. Ye di awiane sa nti abusafo ye beda na sepa na ye di asi hanom nkomo no ye di awie. Ye ne Reverend Gaius Techi Ajei ene di nkomo yin. Oye Kumase Diocese Youth Organizer Methodist Asoromo. Kokobo ne afutuo ode amayen. Emabunu ne ye nyina ye nsome na ye mfa mbo ye bra.
Ye ko amanyosemu nsemu kakra NDC amanyoko ewo position say edi nsem bia to dwa ne dey ya reshuffle ho nkomo beto dwa a wasema wo kan nyina nsem ampani akufo ado ada na di se woni bibi foforo bia edi magana fo akoyi ye de ye frefre kobo no a frefre kobo amemu na mu no wo NDC General Secretary eye fifi avikwete ene ote reshuffle nkomo se no nim se bibi foforo bi na ebeba na enso ye wo a anya bode mankan no a na adane na de Ghana fo bi no eka ese asoafo ne do so ntinka president nteso no wada ne ho adi se woni hwe ka e de kire Ghana fo it is possible no oka no wa me hu se nya possible bi ontime nye ba bi abedru de obi esi ne boka se ontime nya nipa no edi se woka.
Today's reshuffle by President Akufo-Addo, rather than offering a beacon of hope for a leaner, more efficient government, has instead upheld the status quo. It is a profound disappointment and a missed opportunity to heed the people's call for change. This action, or rather inaction, underscores a blatant disregard for the nation's plea for governance that puts the people's welfare above political expediency. It is particularly disheartening to witness the recycling of ministers who over the past 7 years have demonstrated a stark inability to propel our nation forward. This reshuffle, far from being a strategic realignment, is merely a superficial rearrangement of pieces on a board with no real intent to address the systemic failure that plague our governance. Dr. Baumia's slogan, "It is possible," now begs the question. If indeed it is possible, why not now? If indeed it is possible, why the wait, if not for political convenience at the expense of the national well-being of Ghana? This reshuffle could have been a moment of bold leadership, a signal of a genuine commitment to reform. Yet, it stands as a testament to a government marking time, lacking the vision or the will to implement the drastic changes Ghana so urgently requires. As the NDC, under the distinguished leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has said, we reaffirm our commitment to the people of Ghana, a commitment to deliver governance that is not only efficient and lean, but also transparent, accountable, and responsive to the needs of every Ghanaian.
Na fifi kwete amana nso ha woto aso se nyame adomo a December busumi mu ye chance ma Ghana ni bia obi ekoto aba on 20 MPP.
The December 7th election presents an opportunity for the people of Ghana to voice their verdicts on this administration's failures. It is a chance to embrace a future under a leader who not only understands the gravity of the challenges we face, but possesses the proven track record, the integrity, and the vision to overcome them. This reshuffle, which is much ado about nothing, underscores the urgent need for change. A change towards a government that respects its mandate to serve, not to squander. A government of action, not mere words. And the NDC stands ready to usher in this new dawn. As we have laid bare before you today, the choice we face in the upcoming elections is not merely a choice between two individuals. It's a choice between two futures. On one hand, we have the path that perpetuates the status quo, which is actually a third term for Nana Akufo-Addo, marked by unfulfilled promises and a vision that falls short of our grandest dreams. On the other hand, we have the path championed by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a path that promises to rekindle the flame of hope, to rebuild the foundations of our great nation, and to propel us into a future where every Ghanaian, regardless of their background, can dream of a better tomorrow that will see that dream of a great Ghana become a reality.
We NDC General Secretary Fifi Fiavi Kweti.
Abayin konta bufo Professor Samuel Kobina enim asa bon konta said ye obu konta brano me hunu said niam bo si kom e ko form na say ba soro inflation no na ode atodwa say ohwe ye bedi bronya December no mu eniam bo na ne toto January eniam bo a anokwasam ene say eniam bo no akọ esoro kakra bi ye bedi bronya no na inflation no na 23.2%. And January about 23.5%, 82%, and akwa. Na niema ama akwa no, ohe non-food, the any food. Food no de esokrate. Food no ye bedi bronya no na 28.7%. Na so ewura January me about 27.1%. The man bo cost no inflation cost no non-food, the nnuane no. And so the net say December na ye bedi bronya no na 18.7%. Ye di bronya we January man na 20.5%. Ye ntie say de osi chire mu.
On a year basis, we have seen a reversal in the decline in the rate of inflation in January 2024 as inflation dipped to 23.2% for December 2023 with a 0.3 percentage point markup. We're recording a January 2024 year-on-year inflation of 23.5%. From a trend perspective, this is the first time in the last 6 months that we are seeing a reversal of the decline. Since the month of July 2023, we have consistently seen a decline in year-on-year inflation. We recorded 43.1% for the month of July 2023, dipped to 40.1%, subsequently dipped to 23.2% for the month of December 2023, and in the month of January 2024, we've seen a reversal of the decline that we've seen in the last 6 months from 23.2 in the month of December 2023 to 23.5 in the month of January 2024. On a month-on-month basis, overall inflation since May 2023, we continue to see a swing for each of the months since May 2023. In May 2023, the rate of inflation on a month-on-month basis stood at 4.8%, declined to 3.2%, and further increased to 3.6%. And since then, we continue to see an oscillating month-on-month overall inflation since May 2023. Disaggregating rate of inflation from a food and non-food perspective, and also inflation for locally produced items and inflation for imported items. For the month of January 2024, food inflation stood at 28.7%, indicating a change to 27.1% for the month of January 2024. In January 2024, food inflation stood at 27.1% relative to December 2023, 28.7%.
We are Professor Samuel Kobina Enim.
Yet one some so ye kun fifi mantamu na ye ko ewutu senya east e kaso ne importamu omafo nyina be kai se na wotwe twa mu besi de yesimu imu no emu nyoy ma yesi tututu bi omafo no ne prosifo ni sojafo asesa boso ho anya sem ketwa ni nyina ya asase bi yesi de prisons camp junction ya sojafo be fa no omafo no chesa sumdwe ni hokra amenam so na be ma be bio ya wo ye gomu aba ntemaja asehene ene alaji Sumaila bi ena ekon ho ama yeso Dr. Bawumia office dwumayeni ana kyerɛ sɛ ɔde sojafo ehunahuna wɔn mo ensɛm ne yɛ bebree na na bɛma baabi o ne yɛ nsɛm twɛfo atwetwe nkɔma ne nsɛm ɔde ato anim bi ni
kɔyɛ search report ne search report na aba no Duke Petroleum ne deɛ na maki A no ɛna deɛ nana barima ɔno so claim na ɛda ha se nti I don't know where from this Sumaila. So Duke decided to go and use Sumaila because he is the director of operation in the vice president's office, so that they can use the government power to come and intimidate us to leave this land for them. No way. Sumaila, you cannot use the vice president's office to intimidate us. Sumaila has no land here. The land in question here is Duke Petroleum. And Duke Petroleum took us to court. We won him and they even charged him for us. You can find out. We have all the documents here.
Na nana bema baby owie na Alhaji Mohammed Musa your vice president dwuma ye ni woso kwan sonko so no ono so den Alhaji Smaila ene ne nsem ede tu dwache mu kire se nsensem no ne nam ho no wo vice president say no kresa Alhaji Smaila wo ne office a o meka bi na wontime mfa no mo ne ho safo hene sa
wo ho a omo the soldiers full army car with riflemen omo the abas asino so say omo be take action etiame me say me mpene na enam say youth a wo krom aya we say ya me property nti omo nyina omo time echi ene say ya ba ya ya be ka che soldier for ne say so omo pesa asomdwe ba ya nyina ya ntem dia omo nso omo chi na omo nko because enye official ha enye aban asase ena ha enye military land na ya ka say military for ena mbra na omo beje asase ni fimisem ya me property I will defend it to the time me hu sampa asase no odi omo fifra house na bae Smaila and former by vice president director of operation at the vice president onu no use omo onu no oje masase no na mpo asase no enye onu akasa ne dia o obo 5 na ma obi wagini pa ne 2 billion ana ogina ho say obeje afimi mesem se vice nim dia yesra no on frɛ ne ba no no nya ne kasa kire anya sa embo aye nyina
we ene enkomo esi wo kasoa ene dey
nano nanado ede MC fufuro ne DC fufuro din ba no nana kwaku abam aban nana kwaku aban ena obo ne din se twefo himan onko honom na obo ne din no ohina wowo empatem honom otumfo amoa sesereku a otoso nan ono chese wonyintum na ompese owura no yema no beye DC eno aka bi ama nanano bi so asoretia de ohene no eka no bomo masoretia no baako eye nana kwabena amoate otoso miensa woye adumhene ewo denchira traditional area na ebra womo eye press conference no womo tombo ase kirekire mu de ntia omo ne otumfo amoa sesereku a otoso enan enya adwene na womo do omo gidi se nana kweku aban ya nana do abo ne din se omeye DC ewo twefo heman no ono ana oso oba no ono na ose oba nti nana kwabena amoaten ya otoso miensa na ogina ya okasa ye de ma ye bra press conference no womo eye no
eni hono TV so no kese ntwa in the sense say abanji obi se mo hwemensin so a ene nana no ase se o mampani nya abo ni din dia se assemblyman for ni se ye to no so aba se assemblyman for no to no so aba no ye gini tum dia na disi tumis chine dimase ntwa in the sense eye nana no awo asia ha bia na mo ko ni nchen se bia ola no kra no ababu ni din ne se nso wo kra onya bohwe na yemra ni mehia ni nkana ba asumdwe mati ye senka de bia ya to asumdwe aba because see address this year no ho no oyare ntim ama ndudwuma ne ade nyina enkoso ha tinkan nyambo ama mampani abo mpafofo bi din dia senka de nyamias ikradie we nya ikasem because ama yosem ni ye bi se nkan ho nya se nanu mo betwa etwan de gu akola no so ye akama ni mu no ho nya se nka o mo betwa etwan de gu akola no so se ni amo ho bi no ye kura na se ye frɛ no ye ka ho asem na de ye tuyi na se mo ko twetwan ya na pese bi bi a wa bi ase de ye twa na so furu omanu tian de entwa ye ekono enye maye amayo sep nyanya maye nu nanam so te gwantwe bi mu se ne ba emfa kuntioma
Nana kwabena muati otoso miensa edum hina o denchra eno no eno echi no presiding member foforo a o matu oba yi no e wo twefo himan lowa denchra mensrimo Napoleon oso asanteze yi so edito dwase de nananom aye ne no ano no na papa na yabu ne din no sire osi kunu ho ye adwuma no enya agoro
isusu se assembly ti se kura ye kan ebe yi se be ye nchirima nso so emeyi omonde so abebri frankly speaking this nominee na the din da so a nti amasa we yesi ni momodie ni nyina na ba assembly hope o ye selfless no credit ye ba ti mesese enya nsembia sansin we de enya nsembia ye kan enye ye be kan na yi assembly eto for my enya assembia mo won chen no na toto ni amagum different opinion no obi behwe na ye nsem he we nso so mpo menyi ni say assembia edi sa na me die mi hu no ti me die mi ni se abotoye mbeba na kwaku aban na o mampen na boni din ene kwaku aban mi ni mu ni die bansi yen primpuntu ana yemfa ni amantu mrika wo mpuntu kwa so within a year the people of Chufuimaluwa Dencha district will feel the changes that are.
Any amuti ye Honorable Napoleon Owusu Asante Agye or ye presiding member for Frokra ewo twefo Himan Lower Denchra ena makasei.
Yet was so ye bekumase so for penny on ne kofa by oda Ebenezer Miracle Worship Center no D4 Ebenezer Akua Asiedua na ene Dr. Mamudu ba wo mi speech okoye ne na wo twetwa mu no de ne ho kototo drivers mate no also for penny so de na no atomu bi se na eni so okanesa wo ye vice president a wo nye mate we are vice president ya o president ni what said the president to kwan ya when president ne se na wo de won akototo mate wo se Ghana fo nyina nim se MPP aban ya memu no wan hu so fada Akua Asiedua na kan yo wa toto papa so na so ntoto papa so na chi no ye te ho obi ani asem ka ye twen se mfie nwotwe ne beso na de obi awo no de ni kokromoti akoka na emu no no asa akwa aba beka se me vice president nso me ye trotro mate adwuma no ma hunu ya no no obobo homra ne san no na ye den wo se anya fe nso no obeyi ne ho afiri mu se ene de ma me de mitimi ye kan nyina bom nso ye de yan
Kasa waso ye mate me bo me pacha prophet waso ye de odi from pacha waso ye mate wo ye show me pacha say na some okan odi man pacha Obama speech ni Kaseɛ pa nya asɛm koto na Ghana ha ewiase afa na ni panyi na eti bia wo ha wo prophet omutie na the vice president na simo de betu dwa ne sɛ wɔne de car no prophet pacho enyo no na echi car na ekɔ no na de ochi car na anka sɛ ho on do ye me enti onu ntumi nya bibia on ntumi nya bibia wo ho enti asɛm a wo kan pa ntimasa prophet anu ena Ghana fo bebre nti ase se da bi meti nso de eye den a obi besu oketi a wo na aka kire driver emanisi kan ni jina manisi wasa load waloju yi levy agum me pa chan prophet waloju electricity taxes agum yes internal revenue me pa chan duty yes sir walogu kan ni me pa chan na mo de ko na no kan me pa chan wo ka ho sa ukra wo load chen driver no mpo nti o man say on tumi me yi ne ho mfrim a wo kire ene wo ya wo man ni kom na yi levy me ka say won say me grab Obusafo ka bibi ma kameya akuna fidie iso eba na me ka me se emfa so die biara emra yai yile bom de ayede wo Ghana sikale tete no de ayedai wanyina no wonya be hwa wase ahinie ni nkoda hidie fofonya dai emra anedi ayewura so ye de wo ye mate pacho so ye mate say on ka bibi ma mpedifo so ka bibi mpedifo mfa o mo mfa na wan pani be na enta na chimanya campaign no sa asem ni kwasem ko ka sa asem wei eni kwasen ko pie na no kra mani fi na no kra ba so mo tena so odam no mo che na no so me kan ya ene sason o ma nyine ho yie ni kwasen ka ba bonten you campaign yourself ton ho also for penny Ebenezer Akua Asiedua de Ebenezer Miracle Worship Center no o say mate no kra for overload chain driver no o de levy passengers ne bi no levy wom mission levy wom munkeka bi nka ho ma me electricity de wom tariff wom VAT de ka ho wo ne passengers no nti ma won na ne ho nko mekeka nsam foforo mfa nkire Ghana fo
abusafo mo me amrasuo na yentwa asuo ne yemfa ma hodo so nsem emrem se uko India wo mo border no so baako Shamhu border ne yate ne se akuafo wo ho no wo ma oye kire no ye kire wo mo nante de abom ahenkrom New Delhi no mu na busafo se de wo mo se ye no mo se wo mo eniam wo to no wo mo hia ebo a wo betimi de agye ya ba bi obekọ bi abo no saa abano ma ye hunu bo no mo ye kokwasa enti kuadwo mo ye no omo boka ne ma nko ye ma omo enti akuafo a enamfo omo ba no ebi de omo trata omo tete trata mu ebi tete ka mu ne honkro ne ba union no mu nipa baako kuo baako pe ye one union no emu akuafo no ye hanu aduonum 250 unions na ewo wo ho saa wo ebi ho no ma mo ye 150 ebi ho no mo ye 100 saa na wo mo de ba na baako a wo so pa eye Kisan Masdor wo mo ne doson na ye ne pani oda no kasa na wo chese abani bo mo kwasea enti wo menante akwa ahinkro no mu na de bambofo so ye ne sem omo mpese omo nante koduru ahinkro nti no wo mo de ye barriers asisi kwan no enadoa bobo kwan no mu ena omo de machines bi asi kwan no se de be ya wo mo de omo ahye ne beduru no omo ntimi ntra na so edom ye fo ne chese ba bi o mefa bi a wo medu ahinkro mu bia no o me krado se wo medu
ye to so a Palestinian fo ni Israel fo ntokwa na busuafo enya kamia ye se bawie ye na nechina ene ukọ nasa hospital ye o Gaza anafo femu a de uhuna no ni se nipa de dankrofo ko hu muja epram omo enkwada ne mpani nyina aka ho Israel fo afi de ko no omo de technology abem omo advance no de drones ene soma na wo makototo etuo no ne neoma no de agu Palestinian fo ne so Al Jazeera Kaseɛ adwuma na so senkrato adwuma ede emfoni baaya nipa ne bebre tu na muwuram a ba bia omokokora wo munim ma chekere ya dade de asoa ye mekitekita wo mo ti so wa brewa na akokora bi yarefo bi wo fie a untimi ntam ne nhye wachi gise jama wudwane gya no se so ne tena wo ma drone na ya soma no bi ebetugu mu so we yakoya rehosem amenam so eku enhyabane ase ye Doctors Without Borders eye Medecins Sans Frontiers no a doctor fo wo akono ne babi saa wo bo enkwa eni enipa ho ban ne de atudwa se de ekono omu suru so omu kura omu amfiri ho a abritie bi mu no anhwe ye omu nkwa edesane mu
ye botaw na fe yakọ Indonesia mamu na ne yate ye de ka de atomani mu no wo mampani anu oteso eye General Joko Widodo na yeta fe no Jokowi mate se wabra no constitution abra no se ontimi nyina mpre ne mpre nsa so biem na wo mo ato aba no no moto aba no ni nipa ba ko na de bi one ne prepa wonya fichi aduoso mienu eye prabo wo na se de agina no so pa wo mato aba na bi wo mo kenkan yenya hunu de wo hura di kan pa de na so oguso wo kenkan no ento se ade nche de ne yahunu nipa potia se de wo ba be si Jokowi anan
ye ko wie kra Israel fo kroya ene ewiemu apade huna wosoma no to pa ye kogugu aman so afedi atrash akodu Lebanon fo asase so a to pa ye na kokum nipa nan emu mienu ye nkwada ena mienu so eye mpanyimfo a wani Africa kra meka se nipa be duba akodu o prepre bi nan twitwa ebi nso nsa ene de keka ho na no no mo kasa ko amu die Lebanon fo de senka rade o mo nka ho bi na so eden ya toa na te sankran Ghana woto na trankran ya den yebakwa ko Togo na akofa sam de aba no bi na akwakosi amane Lebanon fo nso anhwe mbekeka wo ho na wo matu bi e de abebo Israel fo esa na ekon no enye ne ana ekina ena no ebebrase wie abusuafo kwan tintin bi akopie kuro bi krotia Kaseɛ ayensa kan no donhwe ba ko ntam ya minimi nua bema e de bremu no ha na brebe ma ye kwan me ede mosie ye de asede ma bohye ba electricals ya akofa nkane apa ne ho mpempra ne nyina badwa so wasi udan awie na opɛ waya de akoye ho adwuma brabo hyeba sanso wasi awie awaya na opɛ nkane asesem o chandelier ade be hang o sitting room na o hall de ebekɔ bedroom o study lamp a wo de be read wo library ne de ekeka ho nkane ho assault nyina oba onsa beka papa ya ye twa no Ghana for specs efi abroche na ne bonso eda fom hwehwe bohyeba electricals okumase edum bohyeba plaza o outlets ne miensa baako ewo KJT Dubai hwe anim ho a na pizza tenso antata kufo dan num baako ho oba onsa beka ebi na wato ye bekenkan Kaseɛ ma monwumri eye me Akua Asiedua miniminu abema
oduefo na na sabere pinaman na na penkrahene chiamen
afi yedbeboa ye producer fo ye Kaseɛ ho adwuma editor eye Emmanuel Odro Korea afi Priscilla ka ho ena Christabel wo mu bi ena Xavier enso eka ho yedamu nyina se ye sori so na de aka nyina ye abeto am so adomdom ye ne a ekina eye da foforo Christ asomdwe enkoso anemo ntra.
Welcome